Good morning. It is Thursday. That means it's time to go home. Sad, but very excited to go home as well. I'm super excited to see Gregory and Bubs. I will miss the mimosas in the morning. What else will we miss? Massages every other day. I'll miss that. I'll miss readily available pretty dresses that are super comfortable that I'll probably end up finding online anyway. But we have created a list just from experience of things that I would definitely bring next time. One thing is the clip that holds your towel to the chaise, like the lawn chair. That's important. Tumblers, drink tumblers. They will put your alcohol in there, or we have one that I brought from home that we've been filling with water. It is so important, obviously, to hydrate, but to have water in Mexico. It's important because you can't just tap water here. And like even in the airport, I was like, oh my gosh, they don't sell water anywhere here. After we landed and we were at the baggage area, there is nowhere to buy water until you're through and like completely out of the airport, and then you got to find a store and whatever. So fill your water, kids. But also for both of us to have had tumblers would have been absolutely ideal. Hair conditioner. I just assumed that the hotel would have those little like shampoos and conditioners, and I didn't even bring it because I have a huge pump top one at home. I do have the little travel bottles that you fill with it, but I was like, it's a nice, all-inclusive resort. For sure they're gonna have conditioner. They don't, and they dilute their shampoo with ocean water, which makes it, the salt is horrendous. So when I ended up washing my hair and we didn't have conditioner and I used the salty shampoo, it was absolutely disastrous because I have long hair and we could not get a brush through it. So Darren found really high quality conditioner that he purchased for probably too expensive, but it's okay. It was worth the sanity. So
Happy life.
yeah, that could have been disastrous for my state. Bring wet wipes because you never know when you're gonna need those. I usually always have those too, and I didn't throw them in my backpack this time. Anyway, yeah, definitely will miss the mimosas and the massages, but I'm ready to go home, and I will miss my tan when it fades. I got a mean tan and I want to try to keep it as long as possible, but I don't think the month of May in Ontario is conducive to this type of tan, but we'll do what we can. Anyway, so excited to see Gregos and so excited to see Nunu's, and this will be our first time ever coming home to Gregory. He is a forest fire rescue from Cat Lake, which is at the border of Ontario and Winnipeg on the Ontario side. And they had fires, so they shipped the animals out to Thunder Bay. And then he was in a shelter in Thunder Bay for about a year. And then they shipped him down to a foster family in Toronto. And he was there for 1 month, and then he came to us. And when he came to us, like, his life was so uncertain and he had so many displacements. Like, he has, even trying to get him into the van for the groomer that comes to our house with her fully loaded ambulance situation, he wouldn't get in the van, and he wouldn't, like, he's very sketched out when it comes to moving around and such. So we have my bestie watching him at home because she watches the cat. So for Greg, it's not yet been a year. We had him last July is when we adopted him, so it's not yet a year for another couple months. But at least my girlfriend stays at our house, so he's at home just chilling in his usual environment with his cat sibling, and everything is the same, minus he has this new mom for a week, which is probably a little confusing for him. So I'm so excited to come home to him for the first time and see him all excited. And sometimes he pulls this mood thing where he'll just sit at the top of the stairs and look depressed when we get home. Like, he can't believe that we did him so wrong by leaving. Even for just, if we get in the car to go get groceries or something, he gets all pissy because he's not invited. So he might pull a depressed at the top of the stairs situation, or he might be all excited. But we don't get home until 8 p.m. So that's about 11 hours from now. So 'tis a long day. Anyway, we are just packed up, so it's time. Hi friends, welcome to Canada. We have returned. It's drizzly and cold and gross, but Gregory and Bubs live here, so we're happy to be home. We had a fun little time at the Mexico airport because I was not having my smartest day today. This chain is a long one. It used to house a pendant that is a bullet casing that had a quartz crystal end on the bullet casing. And was my favorite necklace for years and years and years and years and years. It meant a lot to me. I received it back when I lived in BC, and it just had a hell of a lot of sentimental significance. I saw it hanging on the bathroom mirror after I had packed up my bag and everything was all packed, and I was like, oh shit, my necklace. And so I just threw it around my neck because we had to go. Caesar picked us up, which was lovely. Then I took it off and I had it in my hand at security, and I was like, oh, I should shove it in my bag. But they were like, ma'am, this way. And I was like, okay. So I just put it around my neck and followed through the metal detector. It never went off, but as I turned, it swung as I was turning to go collect my items. And the guy was like, what is that? And I said, oh, it's a necklace. And he was like, come here. And then he looked at it. Of course, he said, ma'am, please step over there. And in my head, I was like, oh my gosh, how stupid are you to wear a bullet through airport security like an absolute dweeb? So they had to call the police. They put another bin over top because it's ammunition, and the police had to come and look at it closely, and they were laughing amongst themselves because they thought it was super amusing. And I said, oh, it's from a friend in Canada. And they were like, well, what we're going to do is we're going to take it and then you can go and get on your flight. And so on one hand, super grateful that that's all the issue was, because Mexico is just not the place you want to mess around and find anything out, really. So I turned into like a blubbering mess in the middle of the airport because I was so sad, and Darren was so sweet. He's like, you're allowed to be sad. I know, but I wasn't even able to express myself the way that I was like really wanting to. I was devastated in that moment. And then that reminded me of this time that Darren and I were coming back from Nashville? Where, Florida?
Quebec City.
Quebec City?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We're all over the place. I never know where we're coming and going from, but we were hot sauce aficionados. I love it. And there was this hot sauce, and the ingredients, I really, really, really like green hot sauces, and specifically jalapeno ones. And there was this really nice jalapeno hot sauce in an interesting bottle, and we bought it, and it was a huge amount. So it was a large quantity.
Yeah, it was over the 50 mil allotment. So
yeah, they only allow you like however much.
And we only had carry on, so we couldn't even check it.
This is like, I hate doing just carry on. I despise it because firstly, I use dang near every single thing in my suitcase, and even the few items I didn't end up using for this trip, I wouldn't have fit in a carry-on. So we get to the airport security, and Darren's bag goes in, and it was like
red flags.
5-alarm fire. Like brigade showed up. Because the hot sauce bottle, it was a glass bottle with a metal top, and it was modeled after a grenade.
Shaped like a grenade.
Like literally a bottle shaped like a grenade. And so everyone's looking and staring at us like we're some kind of criminals. So bad.
They were very carefully opening our bag. In case the hot sauce grenade went on.
and then people just thought it was hilarious. And today I could hear that airport guy from that time in my head, because he laughed and he looked at Darren and he was like, you know that we look for things that look like this. Like we're watching for things that look like this. And I thought about my bullet, but the bullet made it in Toronto in my checked bag. I have a jewelry box. Oh, I've traveled with it all the time. I take that necklace everywhere. Not anymore.
You? Yeah, the hot sauce. We didn't get a chance to try it. They took it away because it was over 50. I was pleading with them. Like, you know, let me have it. It's just a bottle. They're like, it's over 50. We can't even let you keep it. I'm like, oh, come on. It was like 70. It wasn't a big deal. And they wouldn't let me have it. So I said, well, can you at least try it and tell us if it's any good?
And everyone laughed. Like all these people standing there spectating us thought it was so funny.
And then there was the other time when we got checked luggage, or no, our carry-on went through, and we were
Figment?
pulled over. Yeah, we had a popcorn bucket.
I'm gonna show it. I can splice it in here. I'll show it after we get home.
We picked it up from Disney World.
If you know, you know the significance of this popcorn bucket and how people were waiting in lines for like 10 to 13 hours to receive this bucket. We were after the major trend drop of it, so for us it was just a mobile order, and we did. But it's Figment.
Yeah, which is a Disney character.
It's a purple. It's a large purple dragon.
Yeah.
And since it was a popcorn bucket, it had this wonderful secret back compartment where if you press down on its nose, the compartment opens and then you can keep things in there. And we buy Christmas ornaments from everywhere that we travel. It's something I've been doing ever since I got my first Christmas tree. So we thought, well, why don't we put the Christmas ornaments inside Figment, because it's a hard casing and it'll protect them, and they still broke. But anyway, we look and there goes Figment, who's like sitting up by himself, just going into like the "you've done wrong" security line.
We had
And I
a
was
custom guy, like a security guy who knew Disney. He's like, "Oh, it's Figment."
He's like, "Oh, don't worry." I said I was too embarrassed. I was even too embarrassed to carry it around. So Darren wore it around Disney, and the guy, I was too embarrassed to go up when he was like, "Whose item is this?" I'm like, "You go."
Yeah. And then so there he is. He's trying to figure out how to open it, and I'm like, "No, you got to pull
Just
the nose."
And he was like, it just looks like you're concealing something.
And then he digs in there, and there's like this package wrapped up, right, in like paper. It's right, and it's a
Baymax.
It's
With skis on.
It's an ornament of Baymax, and he's like, "Oh, Baymax." He had such a kick out of it.
I remember him saying, like, "Don't worry, I'm a Disney adult too."
Yeah, that's right. He did.
It was cute. I just don't want to do any more like crazy security things. Like bullets and grenades.
Bullet.
Concealing something.
The grenade-shaped bottle. Yeah, that's a bit dumb. The bullet thing, like, it was an empty casing with a jewel. Like,
I know.
it's not like you were gonna take the jewel out and pack it and then put a cap. I don't even know how bullets work. Like,
and then it has 2 holes in it for the chain that you have to plug in.
Yeah, I'm gonna solder the shell back together with.
In the Mexican police defense, they tried. Both of them each tried to pull the crystal out, but it was tightly secure. That necklace has been in 100% perfect condition for well over a decade, and it's gone through a lot. So I'm very sad.
Yeah.
And this chain, it's almost like something's meant to be sometimes, because this chain that it was on is not actually the original chain. The original chain broke, and it was a fine gold chain, so I took it to a jewelry shop to have repaired. They lost it. I went back to pick it up, and they were like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, we lost." They just completely lost it.
And we just put it in like a box full of random chains because it was in pieces, right?
Anyway, so none of the parts that are remaining exist, and I bet you that cop just is gonna give it to his kid because it's cool.
Yeah.
Or he's gonna keep it as like a little good luck charm to show his little cop buddies because it's interesting.
Put it on a keychain.
So I'm sad, but I just randomly had a brainstorm moment when we were on the plane to just see if such a thing exists. So I just Googled bullet casing necklace. I never even said with crystal, or I just said bullet casing necklace. And tens of 20s of them showed up on Etsy and all these websites. Like, I guess it's a thing. It's bizarre. So I had a mix of emotions. I was super sad that mine was gone and how much it meant to me. And then I had this moment of like, I get really annoyed that like things don't mean anything aside from the meaning we place on them. And a physical item has 0 meaning unless you place it on that item, right? So like I had built up all this meaning on this necklace that I've carried around for so long, and I don't like the fact that because the physical item is gone, I feel such pain from that. Like, that really stinking sucked. I just didn't like that I felt such physical pain from that. Like, it was mental and physical. It sucked. And then all the panic I felt, I was like, great, now my body is trying to tell me I'm going to poo my pants in the line at the airport while I'm bawling my eyes out because they took my bullet crystal necklace. So I'm like staring at Darren, trying to get some of his calm to just like calm myself down. But anyway, I'm relieved that I can buy a replacement. I'm disappointed that mine is gone. And I'm also disappointed that it's not as unique as I genuinely thought it was. But it is what it is. And now we only have 24 minutes between us and the babies. And I cannot wait to see them.
We gotta get food.
Oh yeah, and we're gonna get food too, so. There's home. I wanna see Gregor's at the window.
Oh, he comes out. Will he notice?
Will he hear the car? The beep, your alarm.
Oh, there it is!
There he is! Gregory! Hi!
Oh my goodness! Hi, bud. Hi. Hi, how you doing? We love you. Must be snowing. Yay!
You thought we were never coming home, huh?
Yeah.
Where's Papa? Hi! Hi! I already said hi to her, but I forgot to show her. So now she's just super excited and wants to play. Right? Hi! Also, I will show you guys Figment popcorn bucket that we were talking about on the way. This is he. He's a huge popcorn bucket. And when you press the nose, oh, I don't know. I think the ears on top is kind of preventing the back from opening or whatever's happening, but that's what happened. All right, well, we grabbed takeout, Sauna Grill. If you know, you know. It's like a chicken shawarma and souvlaki Mediterranean type of place. And I can't wait to eat, so we're gonna do that. But thank you for coming along with us. I hope you found it entertaining in some way, and we will see you on the next adventure.